This past weekend, Max Verstappen went back to the Nordschleife to drive the second race of the NLS, which is Nordschleife Langstrecke Series. And he set another lap, a pole lap during qualifying of a 7 minute 51.7. Whereas last time when he drove around this beautiful track in the Ferrari 296 GT3, he set a 7 minute 51.5. But this time he drove a Mercedes AMG GT3. So now I am back to try and beat Max Verstappen once again, like I did like a month ago. If you guys have also followed the NLS, unfortunately you will know that Max Verstappen has been disqualified because they used 7 sets of tires instead of 6. It's a silly mistake. Of course, we all don't know where it came from, considering he ended up winning by, I believe, 55 seconds or something. And then he gets disqualified. It's unfortunate. But let's get into the Mercedes AMG GT3. Maybe this time I will get closer to beating Max Verstappen's fastest lap time. So here we are in the Mercedes AMG GT3, made by Racing Studios once again. They always make amazing cars, and hopefully they did it once again with this Mercedes. Of course, it's a little bit older than the Ferrari I drove, but it's still going to be great. We're driving in real-time conditions, so this is this should be basically how it is at the Nürburgring right now. So let's just go into first gear and try and beat Max Verstappen. It's still a very tricky track. It doesn't matter how many times you drive it. Of course, you get used to it bit by bit, but it's still incredibly tough. I also don't exactly know how this Mercedes compares in speed to the Mercedes that Max Verstappen drove. So it might be a lot slower. So I hope it is quite close. As we go on to the Nordschleife with a slight tap of the wall into this quite fast first section, which is always tricky. Braking early because I just do not want to crash straight away, as I just did. Get back on track, please, thank you. And there we go. On to the first straight. I can definitely improve a lot in that bit, but I just want to try and get a lap on the board and see if maybe I can do that. First try, as we hit 280 before going into this incredibly fast corner and going hard on the brakes to hopefully make the corner. Yes, thank you. Almost missed it and ran onto the dirt. We go into this next section, which is again a couple of tricky braking zones into a very slow corner onto a nice little straight before going into a next left-hander, which you definitely don't want to take too fast. As I almost went too deep into there. I went a little bit too deep into there, but it's fine. Brake before the curb starts. Oh my god. It's fine, we're still on track. Nice up the hill. Little tap on the brake. And early on the power as we run into the wall again for the third time this lap. But I just want to see what I can do for a lap. And maybe it'll be incredibly bad, but maybe it'll be somewhat okay. Oh, as we run again a little wide, but we keep it going straight and not head first with 300 kph into the wall. Full speed into there, maybe cutting the curb a little bit too much, almost causing us to crash. As we go into the carousel, trying to keep 2 tires on the inside on the flat surface and 2 on the concrete. Onto the power And there we go onto this next little straight. And we didn't nail him. Oh, that's not good. A little too wide again. Many mistakes this lap. We can easily improve this. A little air into the braking zone. Not too deep. Oh, not nice. Well, not nice. Into the last. Or not the last, but onto the main straight. Full throttle. There we go. Let's see what top speed this Mercedes can achieve. So we have just passed his pole lap already. Braking as late as possible. Oh, don't spin. Nice. Keeping the car going in a straight line. Which means the lap will be an 8 minute 16.6 with loads of mistakes. Which is already faster than the last time. Which means we're making progress. So I am happy. And now we're just going to keep going and maybe go faster. A little bit of a slide, but just showing off for the fans. Which there are none, as you can see. Don't hit the wall this time. Nicely done. Onto the Nordschleife we go. Let's see if we can nail this part now. Little lift. A bit too wide. Braking early. Into second gear. Into this next part. Where the curbs are very tricky. But we've done it somewhat nicely. With this little pass, I want to ask you guys, how are you guys doing so far in 2026? Of course, this recent war, I'm not going to talk about it too much, but it's been causing a little bit... it's been stirring up 2026 for a bit. But so far, my 2026 has been a pretty solid year. I've made some progress in the gym. And I'm trying to find a new love for playing guitar, for playing games, for playing just recording stuff and streaming I want to do again. So luckily still no big mistakes this lap. So I think we will have gained a lot of time. As the dashboard shows 4.5 seconds gained already. Which is good. That is way too quick. Oh my god. Okay, I didn't really make any mistakes that lap, but we are here now. I braked maybe a little bit too late. So let's restart that lap and maybe we can make even less mistakes this time. Oh my god. As we brake way too late, which is not good. Into the cut through of the Nürburgring circuit. Taking it in second gear. Looking at all the crowd that showed up today to watch me beat Max Verstappen. Going up to the first chicane. Let's see if we can nail it. Brake early. Or not early. Cut through it. Oh, a little bit over the exit. Well, that's... Oh, and... Okay, into the barriers. So far, not so good. Which you don't say very often. But unfortunately, this time I have to. Because it's just the truth. Oh, no. Alrighty, we're back again on the main straight. Again, attempting to beat Max Verstappen's lap. Of which was, just to remind you guys, a 7 minute 51.7. Braking a lot harder now than I did in my last attempt. Leave it flat. Should be possible. Oh, it really isn't. Well, it probably is, but I just didn't turn in fast enough. Oh my god, that little jump there always catches me. Where it makes me almost lose the car every single time I go over that curb. A little lift into this next corner. And then heavy brakes. Oh my god. A lot of sliding on the entry. Slight tap on the brake. Back on the brakes. Very heavy. Into this slower track. Or slower part of the track. And way too wide. I went onto the power a little too early. That was a little bit too early on the brakes. Could feel that immediately. Up the hill. Little tap on the brakes. Early on the power. And there we go again. Into the darkest part of the track. Because it's blocked by all these damn trees. Which means I can't see shit. But I know there's a corner coming up. So hopefully... Okay, that's not great. Okay, Emile, let's just not make a mistake this time. Let's just make sure we get through to the end of the lap and actually set a full lap that's quicker than an 8:16.6, which was already better than the last lap you did in the Ferrari a month ago. So let's just lock in, no commentary, and just beat this 8:16.6. Little lift, unfortunately, which cost me some time, but so far so good. Up the hill, little tap on the brakes again. Early on the power, nicely done. We're locked in. We're getting this lap done. Oh my god. Too wide on the carousel. Might have cost me a lot of time. Oh, a little wide, but it's fine. You can make it work. Again, a little wide. Not great. But it feels faster than that 8.16.6. Oh my god, very late turn in. Nicely done so far. Onto the main straight. I think it might end up being slower or roughly the same. Because, well, the carousel was not great. And a late turn in a little bit further was also not great. I locked in this lap. It might have paid off. It might not have. But we'll see. There is Max's lap time. Let's see what we can do. That'll be an 8 minute 9.756. Wow. Sometimes doing these laps, or basically every time doing these laps, it reminds you just how good these drivers are. And I'm even in a sim, you know. So this lap should be around 18 seconds slower. Whereas last time, I think it was around 33 seconds slower. Ooh. So we improved a lot. 33 minus 18, it's still 15 seconds that I went quicker. So with that, I want to thank you guys for watching this new video on my English channel. Please go check out my Dutch channel if you speak Dutch. I've posted basically all of the Little Nightmares 3 playthrough, and the last episode is on its way. I will also be posting the rest of Reanimal, which recently came. So subscribe if you like my content. Please leave a like down below. I will see you guys in the next video.